Now to our climate and crisis on this Earth Day. 1 million strong and a force to be reckoned with. They're called the Moms Clean Air Force. Our VNA Arana looks at the nonprofit that turned into a national movement, taking on some of our biggest climate problems.
You don't always see it, but the air we breathe is changing. And for millions of people, pollution is more than a statistic. It's a daily reality.
This is the first time that my son has had asthma during the spring here, and the pollen season is worse than ever. I can't help but think about the industrial factories that we don't live far from.
And figuring out what's in the air we breathe is just one of the marching orders of a growing force of volunteers who call themselves the Moms Clean Air Force.
Our founder, Dominique Browning, started Moms Clean Air Force as a way to fully explore and learn all about things that she was seeing in real time. She's a mom, she's a grandmother.
And that mission spun off into another force of volunteers who call themselves EcoMadres, who focus on Latino communities which are often hit first and hardest by climate change and pollution due to a combination of environmental, economic, and social factors.
And that we, are highly populated in the 3 states in this country that are disproportionately affected. So California, Texas, Florida. And then furthermore, Latinos disproportionately live closer to the oil wells or closer to industrial factories.
Actions that have led to solutions.
Things like school buses that run on diesel are not healthy for us. We want to sub out as many of those buses as possible around the country for clean energy buses, trying to get diesel, dirty, pollution emitting buses off the streets, not idling in front of schools. Even the air within a bus that's run on diesel can be very harmful for little developing lungs. We've had several hundred of these orphan wells closed, shut down.
Orphan wells are oil or gas wells that are no longer in use, and they are a major source of methane emissions.
So you've got actual gas and pollution and chemicals that mix with that gas emanating from the ground near playgrounds in people's backyards.
Change amplified by collaborations with young leaders like Isaias, a UC Berkeley grad who became an environmentalist and uses his platform to reach people in English and Spanish.
So as a young first-generation Latino kid, I remember growing up working with my dad on the weekends to clean gardens in affluent people's homes and recognizing the environmental differences of areas having more access to tree spaces, green spaces. A lot of us don't need to be the scientific experts to understand that climate change is affecting our neighbors, our tias, our abuelos.
In California alone, there are over 120,000 volunteers, a number that is growing across 26 states so far.
It's so inspiring to be around people who care about the environment, but also the health of their children. And that can be young people, that can be grandparents. It's a very intergenerational movement.
A movement that has been nationwide. Now, Janelle, in a separate pilot program here locally, we also had similar wins back in 2024. The Oakland Unified School District became the first in the U.S. to have a fully electric bus fleet. Now, to learn more on how you can become a volunteer, we'll of course include the Clean Air Force Moms and the EcoMadres website on our Climate and Crisis tab.
Okay, thanks so much, VNA.